Hi, everybody, and welcome to this holiday quickie quick shot of romance. I am Leah, and I am joining. Holy hot mess! I am joined by Jenni for this
Hey.
quickie quick shot. Oh my goodness! Hi, Jenni.
Hi, Leah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't.
Okay, so on this holiday quickie, we are going to be reviewing Songbird by L.H. Cosway and Penny Reid, and we will link the synopsis of the book in our on the shelf show notes at buzzingboutromance.com. Now, this book, I was actually doing some trolling on the website. It was originally released in a 2019 anthology. Now,
Correct.
but then they re-released it in a November 2023 anthology.
And it also was briefly released on its own.
It was, which I'm not sure how they even printed that because it's literally like 35 pages.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
a
it's real
notebook.
small. It
Yeah.
is a notebook, but so the tropes, there really isn't a lot of tropes. I mean, there's like an instant connection,
There
and that's about
maybe
it.
I mean it could be celebrity, but we don't have a
But we
lot of
don't,
information.
I mean, it kind of is celebrity norm, like Hollywood norm, but like we don't know who he is until like towards the end. And so the tropes are kind of vague, but that's okay. But it is dual first person point of view, and there is no popping. They kiss, but there's no popping because again,
Right.
it's 37
35.
pages.
Yeah.
And there may be an audiobook rolling out there for this, but who knows?
I looked, I couldn't find anything, but that doesn't mean it's not out there
I was
somewhere.
gonna say you never know. So there was no spice, no spiciness. It was actually just a lot of conversation, which I really enjoyed. And if you have read their Rugby series, this is part of that world, but it's loosely connected to it.
And I think book 3 or 4, they like have a cameo.
Mm-hmm.
So
But it's brief.
very, very brief, like
It's,
maybe a page or two.
it's like a name, basically. But so
Yeah,
it is, like I said, it's loosely connected to the rugby world. It happens in the same country as the rugby world. How about that much?
in Ireland.
Uh-huh. And I mean, and as any holiday romance we talk about, does this pass the Die Hard test?
I would say
No.
no.
I say the only part of it that really has the emphasis on the holidays, the fact that it's the first Christmas since her grandmother passed away. So, like, but it really could be like any major event that she's experiencing since that passing. Because, I mean, if you've ever lost a loved one, that first major holiday, major event, like that's when the grief is like really harsh.
Right. And I was thinking like as far as because the reason they meet is they're both alone for the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean it could be any major. I don't know what the holidays are in Ireland, but it could be any major.
Irish thing.
Yeah.
Do they have like random holidays over in Ireland? I mean, National like Guinness Day or something like that.
St. Patrick's Day. I
But
don't
that's
know.
everywhere. Who knows? But
Yes,
anyway, so
but it's
yes,
probably different there.
I probably. But yeah, so this is one of those ones that really could happen at any time. So Ophelia is the heroine. Like we first meet her, she is down like she's kind of down on her luck. Like her grandmother has passed away. We find out she lives in an apartment with like 11 people.
Yeah, it's more of like a
Hostel?
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like below dorm level. Like,
But it's not a shelter. So
yeah.
I'd say like I mean she has to pay rent.
Yeah.
So
It's she has yeah, she has shelter. She just
she has a bed. She just has to share a room with multiple people that she doesn't know.
yeah, she only knows their first name.
And they don't even get her name right
Right.
when we meet them. But so Ophelia is like she's experiencing her first Christmas without her grandmother. So she's like she was at work and so she is like walking because she didn't want to wait for the bus or she was waiting for the bus and decided to go for a walk. And so she goes into this pub and like she loves to sing, she wants to sing, but she has like debilitating stage fright. And so she sings a little ditty and then she meets Broderick.
Right. He just kind of introduces himself and things
Mm-hmm.
go pretty well from there.
They do. And it's 3 chapters. There's 2 from Ophelia's point of view and 1 from Broderick's point of view. And they basically have conversation and create this really emotional connection through her showing him around the town that they're in and just talking about life. But we find out that he is this famous like recording producer, and she doesn't recognize him because he's not a big face in the news, but 2, he doesn't tell her his last name.
Right. Right. Yeah. She gets that information at the end, and then we're just kind of left
And
hanging.
then we're left hanging. But I really enjoyed the way it's very short, but I really enjoyed the way it played out because it is these 2 people they're alone on Christmas. Like it's Christmas Eve, they're alone. Like he is very vague about why he was in Ireland, so you don't really know for sure.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like they have this intense connection that you weren't expecting.
Right. Like, I mean, we said it didn't pass the Die Hard test, but it's got like that magical element to like
Mm-hmm.
the way their connection builds and
Mm-hmm.
how believable it is. And
Yeah, and so at the end of the story, which again, it's 37 pages, so we're really not ruining anything for you. So at the end of the story, like they go to her like apartment with the 11 people, and Broderick's like, no, you cannot stay here. Like this is not okay. And he whisks her away to an apartment that he rents in Ireland. And again, there's vagueness there that we don't really know
right.
for sure. And so like if we ever do get the book, then maybe we'll find out more. And they have like some more moments there, and he has her sing for him, and like that was a really powerful part of the story.
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't pop, but there is that like intimacy between the way they can like communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that miscommunication element to their relationship, at least not
Yeah,
yet.
no, not yet, but it really sets a foundation of what their story, if we ever get it, because there are very vague, because it even says Songbird, a collaboration between authors L.H. Cosway and Penny Reid, is 11,000 word short story, can be read as a standalone, and might be the start of a great love story. ... One day.
Which it better be because like
I
the
know.
like
I
stop
need
giving it to us.
I know that's the thing. They keep giving it to us, but they don't give us more. But at the end of the book, well, the story at the end of the 11,000 words, like, so he has left because he has to catch a flight to come back to the States. So he has left and left her a note and basically told her, like, you have something, like, you should like use this. And then he puts his full name and she's like, oh, did he do this like because he wants to see me again? Like there's a lot of question at the end and you're left hanging.
And it's yeah, it's been released like 3 times. So
I
yeah,
don't even know.
it's
It's like
currently free.
it's like every couple years they do it just to tease us and bring us back in, and they'll be like, yeah, just kidding, we're not ready for that yet. But anyway, you should read this. In the anthology that this is in, it's 7 or 8 different authors. It's not a huge anthology, and they're all I want to say these ones are all precursors to possible stories.
I would agree.
So if you like that and don't end up super ragey at the end, like I sometimes do, go ahead, dive in. But you know what? There's some really good stories in this anthology, and they're short. Like if you need something to like get you're out of your head for like a good like half hour, these are perfect for that. But if you have a book that you think we should read for a quick shot of romance, send us an email at thebees@bookcaseandcoffee.com. Thank you, Jenni, for joining me for this holiday quickie quick shot.
Thanks for having me.
And until next time, happy reading, everybody.
Find us on Instagram at Buzzing About Romance or on Twitter at Buzzing Romance. If you like the podcast, please leave a review. If you'd like to support us directly, join the Bookcase and Coffee Patreon and receive exclusive content only available to Patreon members. Check out bookcaseandcoffee.com for our on-the-shelf show notes.